Manchester by the Sea stars Casey Affleck as Lee Chandler, a reclusive Boston janitor. When his brother dies, Lee becomes the sole guardian of his teenage nephew and returns home to deal with him and a heartbreaking secret from the past.
I was just a backup. I came up here to look after Patty. Yeah, if Joe was in the hospital after my father couldn't do it, but it was supposed to be Donnie. I'm just a backup.
Well, I can just repeat that I'm astonished that Joe didn't run this by you, thorough as he was.
Yeah, because he knew what I would say if he would have asked.
Casey Affleck, good morning.
Morning.
If there were a tearjerker meter, I would rate this a full 10 tissues.
Love it.
I mean, it's very heart-wrenching.
Yeah, it is. It's a really moving and also very funny movie, written by Kenneth Lonergan, directed by Kenneth Lonergan, and I think it's ultimately just about kind of family and how you know, do anything for family no matter how hard it is. It's
a really kind of raw look at how someone deals with enormous grief. We won't give away the secret that's at the heart of the movie, but you play Lee, and we meet him in the present, and he's a janitor, and he's kind of reclusive, but we learn in flashbacks he was kind of different. Take the story from there. What's the basic premise?
Well, the premise is that he's living alone in Boston, and he gets this phone call saying that his brother's passed away, and he's got to go take care of his nephew now. And he really does not want to go back to his hometown. We don't really know why, but he's got this past that is kind of mysterious. And over the course of the movie, we learn a little bit more about it. I'm not going to give it away.
Yeah, no. This project came about in a really interesting way. Matt Damon was sitting around with the producer Chris Moore and the actor John Krasinski, and they were kind of talking about different ideas, and this came up, which is an interesting way for a script to be born, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I wasn't around for that part of it, but they asked Kenny to write something so that Matt could direct it, and then he decided not to direct it, and then Kenny wanted to direct it, and then he cast me. And he also cast Matthew Broderick. I don't really know why. That's the part that everything else about it makes sense. It seems it's a really great cast.
Look at Matthew Broderick. He's just skulking over there.
You asked me to stay.
Hasn't he been in enough movies?
I think so. I'm not arguing with you. I have been in enough movies.
Do you have anything else to promote today?
Yeah, I got some. I'm going to promote a promotion that I'm doing next week. Yeah.
Okay, Matthew, we loved having you.
Right.
We should talk about Casey. How great is he in this movie?
I asked him to stay. I wanted him to stick around because he's so charming.
I don't know if I'm over here. He's great in the movie. It's one of the best performances in a long, long time.
And that's what everybody's saying. Okay, actually, that leads me to my next question, Matthew. Thank you for your help. You set me up perfectly. Bye.
Sorry to interrupt.
But people are talking about you for a potential Oscar, and I know you've been there before, you've been nominated before, but they're saying astounding, striking, career best. Rolling Stone says engrave the name Casey Affleck on the Oscar for Best Actor right now.
He jinxed it. He just jinxed it.
I know, right? Yeah. I was actually going to ask you, like, when you hear that, I mean, obviously that's got to feel great, but does it feel like something you don't even want to let in because you just, I don't know, how do you deal with something like that?
It's great. It's nice to have people say that that's a way of saying we think you did good work, which is good because there are a lot of people out there I admire who do good work themselves, and when they recognize the movie and the acting in it, it feels good. It's nice to be Employee of the Month, but because there's next month there'll be another employee. And
well, Matt Damon, who you grew up with, was asked which Affleck it was easier to work with, you or your brother Ben. Do you know what he said?
Well, Matt wasn't around on set, so I don't know. He must have said me.
He said Ben.
He said
Ben was easier to work with.
What does he know?
But he loves you, and he says there's no one who could have played this role better than you.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
Casey Affleck, good luck to you. I'm sure we'll be seeing you lots. Appreciate it. The movie's called Manchester by the Sea. It opens in select theaters today and then nationwide next month.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.